Good afternoon, Yankee fans and everybody abroad. What's going on a beautiful Thursday afternoon? I hope everybody's doing well. I hope everybody got the short that I put out a couple of minutes ago. That unfortunately Sean Chacon was not feeling pretty well today, so he said he was sorry. He apologizes. And he's going to come on sometime next week. We will let you know when. But in the interim, we were talking this morning with Chef Nick about diets and what he does, and people asking questions. Well, guess what? We're gonna be interviewing Nick right now, actually, in the next minute or so. So have your questions ready. Everybody wanted to talk about the Mediterranean diet. What he does, cooking things. That's what we're going to do. This is an entertainment show right now, and it'll lead into some Yankee pregame down the line of the show. So everyone, tell everybody if anybody's interested or you know a friend that's looking to maybe go do a diet, do something different, or be healthy with things. Well, this is the show right now, guys. Please press the like button. Please also subscribe. Went down to 39%, but it's still we need more of you to come from that 39% over to subscribe. Please do that. We'd really appreciate it. So overall, everything is going well. And don't forget, we will have a post-game show after Ken the Ugly Truth. We'll do the play-by-play tonight of the Yankees, and we come back hopefully with a great Yankee recap. So without any further ado, everyone, let's bring in our co-host and our chef of the future, Chef Nick. How you doing, Chef? How's it going? Long time no see.
I know, it's been a minute. It's been a hot minute. All right, how you doing, Joe? How are you?
What's going on?
Good. Chat, what's up? How you doing? Hope everyone's good.
So a little surprise. Too bad for with Sean. We wish him well, speedy recovery, and but he will be coming on probably the middle of next week, and so we're looking forward to that. So, hey John, hey Jacob, how you doing? Charles, how are you?
Charles
Rizzo, how you doing? Let's see. What do we have? And Andrew, how are you? Anna, how are you? Let's see. Kevin, how you doing? Teresa, how are you doing? Well, everyone, thanks for joining us. We really appreciate it. So, Mr. Nicky, we're going to talk to you and put you on the spot. Tell us exactly now what you do to have the name Chef Nick. Go ahead.
Okay. All right. So me, I'm 41 years old. I started in the culinary industry right after high school, 2002 summer, right after I graduated. So I went to the New York Restaurant School, which is no longer in the city anymore. They closed down, and that's a topic I'll bring up in the way the food and the culinary industry is going later on. But so I went to the New York Restaurant School, did a culinary program, food, restaurant management, hospitality. I did get my associate's degree, went there full time. I graduated, I did about a year and a half of it. I did my externship with corporate catering. I started as a prep cook / pot washer and worked my way up by self-learning, having the right mentorship, and just pretty much observing in the kitchen. And just 20 plus years later, here I am. So I'm the executive chef of a major catering company that we have in the city, one of many accounts. Again, I'm just trying to. It's all about patience. Patience is a big thing when it comes to this industry too. If you're passionate about anything, you can't rush into it. It's just you, especially with me too. I still learn. I still learn and continue to grow. I still make mistakes. I never get frustrated at my mistakes. There are times where I'm like, I'm glad I made a mistake, because that's where you learn from it. You learn from it. It never happens again, but you get better each time. So this is like, you can apply this to everything, life, other jobs, or just, anything. So.
Awesome. What made you pick that industry? And were you doing something else? Were you ever in the were you ever thinking about doing anything in the sports world, or podcasting or anything like that? Was there any? I mean, this is a great thing you're doing.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you really love it. But what caught your eye? What made you say, hey, you know what? The cooking is for me. What made you say that?
Well, believe it or not, cooking wasn't a dream of mine. So I'm gonna say that loud and proud, because a lot of people who are in the culinary industry are like, oh, I used to watch my parents, my grandparents, and it's always been a dream of mine. I didn't have that direction, so I did this on my own. So this was my own thing. So what I wanted to do growing up, I wanted to be an actor. I wanted to be a model. I wanted to be a marine biologist. Historian, archaeologist. I had all these things in my mind. So it just never panned out. So right during high school, I didn't know what I wanted to do. I didn't. So we had a career day, and I remember these chefs from the New York Restaurant School came in, and that just, for some reason, out of everything that they had, a gym full of all these people from different locations, different careers, that just, I don't know, just gravitated towards there. So they were telling me about it, how and they were just like right off the gun. They were just like telling me honest answers, nothing like no sugarcoating, nothing whatsoever. And I love that, straight shooting. So yeah, they said this is a hard job. It's a stressful job. It's up to the person to thrive. So it all depends on the person, how strong he is mentally, physically, and and emotionally, believe it or not. But so I was like, let me give it a shot. So if I let me at least try. I think it would be worse if I didn't try, knowing I could have done it. So I decided to give it a go right after high school. I wanted to just dive right into it. I didn't want to go to Greece. I didn't want to go to Cancun. I didn't want to go anywhere. I wanted to dive into my career right away. So 18 to 19 years old. Yep. There you go. Straight to the fire. So I did it. The first course was pretty much just like book reading before you got into the knives, before you got into actual cooking. So we did have like 3 months basic cooking, cooking knowledge from the books and stuff like that. So I learned to love it. I wanted more. I wanted more knowledge, and it just grew from there. So I love the teachers. I made great friends in culinary school who are, believe it or not, few of us are still chefs. The rest have changed their position. So again, it's like it's a hard job. It's a hard job. So some people, they see the glamorous life on television. It's not that. You see movies and they'll be like, oh wow, I want to do this. Well, some of my friends saw movies. Some of my friends got into it, and then the first week they're like, this is not for me. So yeah. So whatever you see on movies, I do like cooking movies. They're good, but they're entertainment and they're exaggerated. So whatever you see, it's not me. So,
what would you consider let's say we'll just name a name. Let's say Rachel Ray.
Okay.
Was that is that real? Is that how would you promote that show? How would you feel about a show like Rachel Ray?
Well, the way I felt about the cooking channel is I stayed away from it. It was commercialized. I'm not downgrading those. Those are great chefs. They're great, but for me personally, it was just commercialized, corporate lot. Like it was a show. Obviously it was a show with like lighting, fireworks, this, that, visuals. I'll tell you what I watched. PBS. They had cooking shows Sunday.
You mean like Lydia?
Lydia's Italian Table. That's my girl. I hope she's watching. You're my girl, Lydia. She Yan Can Cook. I fell in love with him off like authentic Chinese food. All you hear was the clanging of the pans, the sizzling. It's just no background music. And it's just America's Test Kitchens too. There's a lot. There's a lot that I saw on PBS, and even like syndicate channels like Channel 21, 25, 31. Like, if they're playing like a show that I love, Julia Child's on like 2 a.m, you better believe it. I'm staying up to watch it. So, but never really modern day. And again, this is like taking a turn to a new direction, but never gotten to Bobby Flay, never gotten to Rachel Ray, Barefoot Contessa, never got to Mario Batali. And Guy Fieri, who does the diners, drives, and drive-ins. Believe it or not, I met him. He signed his book that I bought. I do like him. That's another direction that I want to get into soon. Even Mario Batali, I met him. So a lot of these people, I just think if they're cooking as, I don't know, it just doesn't strike me. It doesn't strike me. So I just sort of like go the other way. So.
Now, what about a show like, at first I thought it was really good. And then I heard rumors that it was like kind of fake, like restaurant stakeout. That they would put cameras in there and do this and do that. Yeah. Do you believe any of that?
Yeah, it's the same thing with Kitchen Nightmares, and same thing with Top Chef and Hell's Kitchen. My couple of my friends were on it. On Hell's Kitchen, season 3 and 5, and they even told me too. They stop it mid-show, they give direction. Okay, now this is what you're going to do. So from what they tell me, but you could tell too. It's for the glam. It's sure there'll be scenes where you see people cook, but it's not natural. It's not natural. If you have cameras in your face, you're doing something extra. Right. It's like if there's no cameras and you're just doing, it's you and yourself, or you like this is your animal, this is your spirit and calling, and you're doing it in the kitchen without any cameras, you're going to perform your best. But if you see a camera on your face, whether even like if you're doing a podcast, or like someone's like doing like a documentary of you, let's just say, and they have a camera in your face, you're going to do extra to look good in front of the camera. So naturally it is. It's like you want to impress people. That's it. But so that's what it is too. It's like if you have a camera in your face and you're expecting to impress, you're pretty much you're doing your own resume on that show. It's either make or break with that. I wouldn't go that route to do so. To use that as like a stepping stone to get ahead. If you want to ignore the directors, if you want to know pretty much just do your thing, it's going to be hard because they're going to micromanage what you're doing, and especially with like judges now and stuff like that. So yeah, it's a different time now. So this was very, very big. 2010, 2011, around that too. Everyone wanted to be a chef. Everyone was just falling in love with these shows, and everyone wanted to be a chef. And then I'm like, look, if you want advice before you get in, let me know. You need to be prepped with, before you're getting in. It's not all unicorns, daisies, and ponies, man. It's a brutal, brutal world out there, and it's people with thin skin. They're going to either cry, get mad, and quit, and it's happened. So,
well, now that leads into my next question for you about the crying and all of that. Now, there was a show, the name escapes me. I know you'll know him right away, that he goes in there and they ask him for the advice. What's wrong with my restaurant? What's wrong with my food? And then he's eating the food and it's disgusting. Like he'll just, oh my God, I can't believe you're selling this. It's always on the Food Network. I can't think of the guy's name. He's married to a lady, a woman, a professional wrestler, and the name escapes me right now. If anybody in the chat can help us out, I can't think of it. I know the name Charles keeps coming up, but that Charles Styles is the one that does the stakeout. But this is the one that goes in and fixes your restaurants.
The only thing I can name of is the Gordon Ramsay, either Kitchen Nightmares or 24 Hours to Hell or something. I forgot what the. Then it's. I'm not really sure.
It's not. He has glasses. He's well fit.
Oh, he has like an Irish accent.
Yes.
Oh, I forgot his name. He's like
Yes.
sort of built. He has like sort of
Yes.
oh, damn, I know what you're talking about.
I
Yeah.
know. I can't think of the name.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm like,
Forgot.
man, wait.
Yeah, I forgot his
And I
name.
used to see him all the time. I just can't think of it. If somebody in the chat, no, not it's not Mario.
No.
Uh, I can't. He's married to Gail Young. So if somebody could put in, or I'll put in while you're talking. He is married to Gail Young, and he goes in and he destroys the restaurant, the look, the menu, all of that. And I happen to think it's awesome.
Yeah.
I think he has a great show. I really do. But how do you get started? I mean, how do you get started with let's say you're going to start, let's say, with a chicken parm or something like that. How does the menu in your head decide, okay, let me go do this? Do you watch somebody? Do you make it up? Do you just put together different recipes? What's a typical day of cooking for you and a typical day of your job? Let's stick with the job first. What's
Okay.
the typical day for you with the job?
Well, it never ends. This is why it's yeah. Even when you go home, you still have to prepare for the week, prepare for the next day, prepare for your next event, prepare for your next week and stuff like that. So yeah, so I wake up at 4 in the morning, sometimes at 3 to try to put a workout in. But that doesn't really happen that much. But 4 o'clock to get to work at 6. So, and that's like pretty much doing a plan to have my preparations for my cooks, preparations for myself. Just pretty much like a list to do for the week, just to get ahead and stuff like that. So, breakfast, lunch, sometimes dinner, catering galore. All that is prepped ahead, and it's planned ahead. So it's never the day before. I'm always 3 to 4 days ahead, and always like that. And that's the way it's supposed to be. It's just you don't want to be in the weeds, as we call it. You don't want to be behind. Because it's like there's always something that pops up, and so it's like this is where it's like that test that this test like what you got. Like if something pops up where it's like, all right, we need a lunch for 50 people in an hour. Are you going to quit, or are you going to be like, all right, let's go, let's stop, let's do this, let's focus, we got this and stuff like that. So it's happened. So coming home, and especially too, like I try to have that prep time traveling, because the city subways are terrible, and they will always be terrible, and they don't have plans of fixing that anytime soon. So thank you. And then they're going to increase the Metro card soon. So thank you for that again. So yeah, thank you, New York City. You're always impressing me every day.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, so even leaving work too, whether on the train or preferably taking an express bus, which is another route home, which is a little longer, a little more expensive, but it's convenient. But I do my planning, what has to get done the next day. I also too have to work with corporate, because I'm trying to get my name out there so I can level up with corporate too, such as visiting chefs. Visiting a chef program where it's like, okay, Nick, can you do your Greek cooking at this location, this location? So that's something that I'm trying to work on with them. Also, I believe also any special events that are going on, such as the United Nations with their GA assembly too. They asked for help. I'm going to try to do that too. It's again, yeah, it's just it's the balance. I have to put my place first, so there is a balance with that. So yeah, I mean, it's like looking at, it's not a 40-hour work week, so it tends to run 80, 80 plus, catching up on my personal stuff and stuff like that. So, Yeah. Also, yeah. Just I'm gonna try to get your comments too. But Lou, I just saw yours right now. Chef Nick, do you have a Greek restaurant or work in one? No, I'm in catering, and right now I want to bring up, Lou, that this is the that's the businesses that are opening up now more. Restaurants, believe it or not, they're a dying breed.
It
They're not.
doesn't.
They're not even breaking even anymore. Not even. They're losing. They're losing. There's a lot of places that close down and will continue to close down. People always go to restaurants, and the restaurants that will survive now are the word of mouth restaurants that have been there in the neighborhood for a long time. But also, if there's a new restaurant that opens up and then people gravitate towards there, they're going to get bored. So yeah, so it's a lot of people that are opening up their own businesses for catering, not restaurants. Food trucks, sure, that's considered their own business. Business on online, such as Goldbelly. They're trying to like just get their next dish out so they can advertise with that. So it's this business, it's going to shift, and it's been shifting after COVID, because I thought during COVID, I thought hospitality and restaurants and the culinary industry was shot. I thought it was dead. So yeah, it's a big shift. Yeah.
Well, before we go on, two things. The name was Robert Irvine. That is the guy that goes to the restaurants. And also, we want to bring up another co-host of our program, and he's Ken, the Ugly Truth, who's going to be calling tonight's New York Yankee game against the White Sox. And let's bring him up to talk to us. How you doing, Ken?
There he is. There he is.
I am doing just fine. How about yourself?
Good, thanks. Good. Everything is good. Chef, I have a question.
Sure.
You see all of these, especially in New York City, you see all of these Frankfurter stands and things, and they're selling peanuts, things like that. In your opinion, your honest opinion, should we trust them?
Sanitary wise, no. Because they handle everything with their bare hands. So yes. But the tourists love it. So it's you're not gonna you'll see your New York City worker on a lunch break getting that, but especially like there's at Mary Reese. I like your comment. I'm gonna get to that.
We'll go to the chat. But right now we're really interested in hearing some of the questions that like that. And how do you pick out, like, how can you turn around, like, who they have Halavic food or whatever? Is it just like, oh, I think they're clean, or if you look for something that you could say, oh, let me go over there? Is there any secret to that?
Yeah, so I want to bring up also, there's something in New York City in Midtown. There's something called Halal Guys. Guys. Yeah. Right. So they have long lines, and they're a franchise. So they have one, I think, like 7 locations, like 2 blocks on each, and they're always long, and people love it. I've tried it. I love it. The way they halal, the way they do it, it's completely 360 from kosher. I'm not too familiar with that. Like the way they clean it, like how it is halal, but it's really good food. It really is good food. I see they wear gloves, which is great. And it's like they're not like overcrowding like the flat top grills, so that they give it space between the food, so that's always good. And they wear hats, so no hair is gonna fall right into it. So you have a safe bet with that though. So it's just they have that. There's tons of food trucks too. They also they revamped the food trucks. They have food trucks that they open up into a picnic, to an extension of outdoor seating. So they're and here's the thing too with that. New York City sees that, and then they're gonna like, all right, okay, pay up. You know what I mean? It's all about the rent on the location. So you want to have an extension to your food truck. You want additional people to come. Okay, pay up. Pay up with your square footage and stuff like that. That's the regulations are insane, and it's just people don't want to do business here too with that. But again, shift over with the food industry.
Now, I want to bring this up to Ken, being the fact where he is. Ken, now I'm sure you're aware of New York City with the trucks and everything. Where you are, do they have anything like that? I'm fascinated to learn.
The food trucks are very, very popular here. You got to remember, I'm in Virginia Beach, and this is a tourist capital in the freaking East Coast. There are
wow.
food trucks galore.
I was thinking you have nothing. You're going to say, what, out here?
No. Like at my mother's place when she was in Kansas, that stuff doesn't exist. And if you don't like Mexican restaurants or steak, you're screwed because you're not getting anything else.
I have here's a question for mostly Nick on this one, but Ken, you could chime in. Everybody loves a hot dog.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Here's my question: how dangerous is it to keep eating hot dogs? In your opinion?
Yeah, very dangerous. They taste great. They taste great for that moment, but once you ingest them, then there's a whole new universe inside you. Please don't buy into the fact of turkey hot dogs. Please don't buy into the fact of Beyond hot dogs, plant-based hot dogs, chicken hot dogs, and stuff like that. If you want hot dogs that are healthy, please make it yourself. I have a planogram with that too coming out, but it's in the near future too with that too. You don't want with hot dogs too. It's just people say it's pig intestines, just everything everything that's bad with the pig, like their feces in there. And the FDA approves that. So if you have feces, certain amount of feces and urine in food, as long as it's under a certain amount, then FDA is good with that. So they're good with you ingesting that. So that's what you find in a hot dog. It's national pastime, man. It's like, who's going to listen to me? But like, Chef Nick is right. It's going to be bad for us, but it'll sure look good on Labor Day. I know. It's tough. It is. It's just what I would do. The healthier alternative from hot dogs is. And a lot of people are doing this too. Do like a deconstructed like fiesta, like do tacos, burritos, if you want to, because that's healthier, believe it or not. It's like you'll have your pork pastor, you'll have your carne asada, you'll have your adobo chicken, you'll have your peppers and onions, you have your vegetables, you have your side sauces, salsa verde, tomatillo, and that's a salsa verde. I was going to do a salsa rioja, which is a tomato based, but like also you'll have on the side, they have whole wheat tacos, they have whole wheat burritos and stuff like that. So also people have been doing lettuce wraps too, so that's a healthier alternative. But going back to the hot dogs, it's high in cholesterol. It's proven that it does increase risk of cancer. It's because you're not getting any nutritional value from that. So what you're ingesting is pretty much like chemicals added to that.
Yeah, and that leads into my next question, guys. That now, if you're at the hot store, the dog stands outside of Manhattan. They're sitting in that water all day.
I know.
If they're not busy.
Dirty
So
water.
that water is sucking there, just sucking there.
Well, I'm going to tell you, I worked concessions at Harbor Park for the Norfolk Tides, and God's honest truth, our command made money working the thing for our khaki balls and certain events that paid for it. At those damn concession stands, they recycled the hot dogs. The night before's hot dogs are stuck into a bag and they're put in the chiller. They warm them up the next day. Hence, you're not getting a fresh hot dog for the first 3 innings. So if you're thinking about buying a hot dog at a baseball game, don't get jacked before the first 3, because if not, you're eating leftover hot dogs. And they pull them out of the buns that they've pre-made. You may have bun residue left over on it and whatnot. My wife
insane
is one thing too. She is allergic to poultry. So most hot dogs that are out there, she can't eat, or she'll be sick as a dog. The only hot dog that she can actually eat that's commercially processed are like Hebrew National, which is a different grade of meat, probably higher, but not the best on the planet.
Yeah,
and you're going into my next question for Nick. The next thing that to me is very, very bad, and I ate them growing up like crazy, are cold cuts.
Yeah, no, that's
most cold cuts are devastating, and I see people eating them like crazy. You see, I have a not all the time. Now it's like under control, but I suffer with the gout.
Okay.
So when I get the gout, it's why. It's because I've had red meat or I've had cold cuts. I will not have. I haven't had a hot dog. I can't even tell you how long, and even hamburger. They tell me I got to stay away from. What if you've done any research at all? I would be so interested in knowing what is your take on the gout and what is your take on what you can have, because sometimes, Nick, you don't know what to eat anymore. You eat the same stuff all the time. You could go crazy.
Yeah.
What would you say to somebody, let's say, that has the gout a lot or suffers with the uric acid, whatever, with that problem with the crystals? What would you say?
Well, let's just say if the doctor goes, all right, start eating organic food. All right, where you going to go? You know, supermarkets have organic food, but they're twice the amount. And, you know, do you want to spend twice the amount and spend $400 on groceries per week? I mean, it's like, how can we afford that? No, obviously not. Now, how do you know if organic food is good for you? You don't know. They're advertising it. Oh, yeah, non-GMO, organic, local, and it's just from our local farm and stuff like that. Oh, wow. I have to power on my laptop. Can you give me 1 second?
Yeah.
Yeah, 1 second.
No problem.
See, something like here in Virginia Beach, where I live at, a lot of locals don't eat at restaurants generally, because what they do here in our area is they put a luxury tax on eating out. So they tax you the normal tax that you get on it, and you get a luxury tax for eating at a restaurant. And that luxury tax is like almost 10%. So 10% of your meal is taxed in addition to the normal tax, that they can raise revenue. And that shit is crazy. I generally don't eat out at all. I'm diabetic, and I sit with a nutritionist once every 6 months to go over stuff. My background is my family is Korean and Virgin Island. A large portion of my actual diet is vegetable.
Mm-hmm.
So hence, when it comes to, I mean, I'll do a barbecue and do steaks, but I go to the local butcher and I'm watching them pull the meat. Plus, I was an apprentice butcher for a while, so I know what a good quality meat is. And they try to bring me out some crap that's loaded full of fat. You get the big no, it's not it.
Yeah, and even when you mentioned with the luxury tax, the same thing. New York, they try to, you know, they think we're stupid. It's they'll include the gratuity, and they won't tell you. They'll either do that, or you'll have to. It's very weird. Sometimes you have to pay first, including the gratuity, before you. And it's like, no, it's like, how do we know we're getting the quality of the meal and stuff like that too? So they try to hide that too. It's just it's ridiculous.
My son wanted to have his 34th birthday was this past weekend, and he wanted to go eat breakfast out with the grandkids, his niece and nephew. So we go out, and he says, "Oh, I want to." Dennis, I've never said that spaghetti and meatballs is my favorite. He wanted to go eat at IHOP, a local restaurant.
Yeah.
Oh, it's big here.
We go to the restaurant. I sit back and I say, "All right, I want a spinach and mushroom omelet." And they are like, "Oh, you know, we got hash browns that are in with that." I says, "I want no hash browns. I just want the eggs and the vegetables. That's it, and some cheese." Everybody gets their order. It comes out. The first bite I take, there's a big ass bite of hash browns in it. So I say, "No." I just held the plate up. I says, "This is not right. I'm not paying for something that I didn't order." So the lady, she's nice. It's not her fault. She's not the cook. She didn't do anything. By the time she comes back with my food, everyone else has eaten and finished their meal. and I'm sitting there with an omelet. I'm like, God sakes, I'm not going to make these people sit here and wait on me to eat a freaking omelet. So I was like, give me a box so I can box this thing up and head home.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, this morning I just threw that damn omelet in the garbage because I hadn't eaten it in 4 days.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The
smell
was like
you.
$15 for the trash can. But I didn't make the hostess pay the price on her tip and whatnot because the kitchen staff didn't do what they were supposed to.
Yeah, right. You're right. Now, now here's another thing. Now, in other words, so when I talked to the doctor, I speak to a nutritionist actually that was in my building where I worked, and she's really, really nice. But I'm so confused because, like with fruits, they say you can't eat watermelon, but you can eat honeydew. You can't eat this, but you can eat strawberries. Nick, I am so confused sometimes. I'd rather not eat anymore.
But if you're a person that has diverticulitis, you can't eat strawberries.
Right. No, I don't have that. My thing is just occasional gout, but sometimes when I it seems like when I'm not on the medicine or calm it down and clean, it seems like I can't eat anything. I don't know which way to turn anymore.
Yeah,
I mean, if you give me some advice, I would love it.
Absolutely. It's you have to test what you can eat, and it just happens with age too. Like for me too, like I can't eat bananas because it bloats me. I can't have any grain because it bloats me. I can't have oats because it bloated me until I found out about a month ago, which was going good for me. So it's just I don't know whether if you have like a certain diagnosis or it's just like what you can and can't have just naturally because of your age, that's just the way it is. So if it's like, look, I have to portion my meals throughout the day in order to get by without feeling bloated and to keep going. That's just me. I can only have protein and vegetables. That's it. I can't have any carbs. It's not that I'm trying to look a certain way. It's just I want to feel great. I don't want to feel like I have a bowling ball in my stomach. And again, I went to the doctor, and nothing with health. It's just with age. It's just certain foods work with you, and certain foods work against you. And this goes back to our conversation too. It's like, how do you know if organic food or any food is good for you? You don't, because you don't know where it's been. And then it's like even going to supermarkets too. Like you see the manager special in supermarkets. Great, thanks, manager. But you can't trust that. Why is it on a cheaper price? It's because it's recycled. If it's at a cheaper price, they probably change the expiration date. They put the red meat in like red dye, which is proven they have. And then they repackaged it to sell it at a lower cost because they can't throw it out. They don't want to lose money. So it's like, how do you know? And they're not going to tell you. They're not going to be trustworthy. They're not, even if the FDA can be like, you know what, we're allowing rat, roach feces in certain foods, and it's okay because even if you get sick, it's still approved. How can you trust an organic chicken breast from Whole Foods or, from any place that you go?
I'm going to answer a question here from Dennis Meltzer. Can you clear it up for me? Because thinking that I'm going nuts watching all these streams. I could have sworn that you made a list of 5 or 6 favorite foods and spaghetti and meatballs was on it. Well, I can tell you what, I'm not a big eater. I get yelled at because I don't eat enough. I'm diabetic, so I have a medical condition that says that I need to eat 6 to 7 small meals a day. Well, when I was doing that, I felt full. All I wanted to do was sleep, and I felt like crap. So it's an effort for me to eat. And I went through a 31-year Navy career, most of it at sea, where I would eat 1 meal a day, and that's it. So I have never made a list of 5 or 6 favorite foods because I don't think I have 5 or 6 favorite foods. There are a lot of things that I cook. My wife, she is a fantastic lady, but one of her fortes is not cooking. So like when I was going out to sea for a couple of weeks, the kids would beg me to make meals that would be frozen and they could heat them up for leftovers.
Like that.
I cook a lot of food. Uh, like when I'm on the grill, for instance, I get heated out there on the grill. By the time I'm done grilling, I don't feel like eating.
Yeah. Yeah, I know the feeling.
What you
No,
might
you're
have been
right.
talking about, I asked what I should eat for dinner on one of my streams, and I had cooked fried rice for my wife. I did the barbecue grill thing. I cooked ribeye steaks, hamburgers, hot dogs, and whatnot. Uh, I hadn't eaten dinner. I think Virgin Island style chicken and cabbage was one of them, and spaghetti and meat sauce was another. And I made the comment that I didn't know what to eat, and everyone was like, "Well, go for the steak, this, and this." I says, "Well, that's a little heavy for. I mean, the stream was ending like 10:30 at night or so. That's a little bit heavy for me to eat. So that might be what you're thinking about. But as far as a list of favorite foods, yeah, that list doesn't exist."
Yeah.
Nick, you have a question from Bob Rizzo. He's been in New York all his life. Best place to go for pizza where you can really trust the food.
Yeah, I would like see. There's places in New York City that are great, but if you want to avoid the crowds, I would definitely stick with Brooklyn. Stick with Bay Ridge, Bensonhurst. There's a lot of iconic places. I'll just point out a name: Pizza Wagon on in Bay Ridge.
In Bay
They've been
Ridge,
there
yes.
the longest. They've
Pizza
been there the
Wagon.
longest, and they've never changed anything. They never changed their style. Their recipes is always continuous. So I would stick with any Bensonhurst. You know, God bless them. It used to be a lot of pizza places out there. They had Lenny's Pizza. They closed down. That was iconic
Big
too. Saturday Night
Cheese.
Fever. Yeah. So they closed down. So I would go to Brooklyn, specifically Bay Ridge. Yeah, because you'll find your sporadic pizza places, and there's a lot. There's a lot. So if you want to go to start with Pizza Wagons in Bay Ridge, Brooklyn, and then do your own, just tests around. There's a lot of great places, and you'll find a lot of pizzerias and stuff.
Now adding to pizza, a lot of people, and I was listening to a show the other day. A lot of people said that don't be afraid of that oil coming off the pizza because the pizza is fresh.
Even if it burns your face, you're doing a good job. So you're doing a good job. You're
So
doing a good job.
it is true then to eat pizza with rolling oil.
Yeah.
That means it's made with hearty, with very fresh.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Oh, you can tell a difference between stale old pizza and new pizza too. I mean, there's a lot of different pizzas. Yeah.
There's J&V on 18th Avenue in Brooklyn. Yes,
yeah,
there is.
Spumoni. Oh, there's also Spumoni Gardens too. Yeah, but V&J. Yeah.
Now the only thing about Spumoni
here's one for you. Don't go to Olive Garden and expect you're getting real Italian food or pizza.
Why? We're all family.
Yeah, I love it when they come from everywhere. Oh, I had great Italian food.
Yeah,
Olive Garden.
Breadsticks and salad were the
Come
best.
to my house, I will cook you an Italian meal. Forget about Olive Garden.
It's the best.
What are you talking about? It was so good.
The best meal from Olive Garden for me is the zuppa toscana.
The soup. Yeah.
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 I will eat soup or salad, and that's about it.
Yeah, believe it or not, Olive Garden soups are pre-made, so you're not getting the quality. They don't make it in house, but God bless the service for trying though. But yeah,
I eat a lot of soups.
Yes,
Dennis. If it ain't making me sick, I guess I'll go with it.
We do make arancini without a doubt. We love it. My mom made the best.
I do make arancini. I do try to make traditional ones, but I also do make like a fusion arancini too, like with cocktail parties and stuff like that. Yeah.
You can't beat that. I mean,
yeah. The one thing that my wife can make is Italian wedding soup.
Oh, I love that. Yeah, I love making that. Yeah, that's great.
And that's all. Hers is all fresh. It's not any processed crap.
Yeah, even like it's not Campbell's in a can. No, it's all fresh.
No. moving into being, in a healthy situation, a lot of doctors that I know, and I know a lot of doctors from, working the concierge doorman for many years overnight from NYU and a lot of different hospitals. A lot of them don't believe in the pills that we take. The vitamin C's, the vitamin D's, the iron pills, this will stop you from eating. They say that's just a money grabber for the. What do you say for that?
Yeah, well, I don't want to dive into the political aspect of it, but it's like they'll tell you to take this, take that, but they'll never tell you the side effects of that. It's like, okay, sure, this will help you with your cholesterol, but then you need to take antidepressants with this. They don't tell you that.
Right.
I just wanted to bring up too also, if you guys are on Instagram or any social media and you see people with their workout videos where they're trying to be, blending a soy cucumber smoothie and drinking it every morning and feeling like they're the best in the world, don't believe in the hype. Okay, please stay away from that because they're just doing it for views and for content. So also too, even if they do vitamins too, again, don't take what they take because again, what's good for them might be bad for you. It might be deadly for you. So if they're taking a fish oil and then they're like, oh, this helps with the skin, this helps with the brain, this helps with the face, and then you start taking it, and all of a sudden you have an allergic reaction, and then you have to go to the hospital because of complications. With respect to DJ, with your question, it's like, yeah, whatever. I don't agree with them 100%, but the doctor, they're the main controller of what you can take. It's sad, but that's just the way it is too. It's like I take certain vitamins, and the doctor never told me, oh, you shouldn't take this. I take it because it's beneficial for me. I never felt any side effects. I will never ever tell myself like, oh, this is what the one person in the chat's going to take. It's going to help them. No, because it might be bad. It might be even deadly for you. You might have an allergic reaction or side effects from that too. So yeah, with the pills, it's like, doctor, are you 100% sure? Have you taken this before? So, I mean, again, like there's also a proven case that doctors get commission off of the prescriptions that they prescribe. And it's like, okay, as long as I make money off of what I prescribe with to the patient, then it's all is good. They'll keep coming back and keep coming back. So it's like we're all screwed. All right, let me be positive. I'm sorry. No, we're all good. We're all good. We're all good. Our main goal is to be healthy, mentally, emotionally, physically. But me saying quote unquote we're all screwed is just the way the world is right now. It's like they can say that they care, but do they? Do they? So it's like the question is, what's the goal? Like, what's the goal? Like, what do we do? Are we trying to lose weight? Are we trying to have longevity? Are we trying to be healthy in the right mindset with mindfulness? With if you have high anxiety, if you have depression, so there has to be short-term goals with health. It can't be one goal. It's like, oh well, I just want to look good and look like Fabio, or whatever. Or I just want to like this the Rock, Dwayne Johnson. It's unrealistic because they're on some stuff too. So yeah, so it's just it needs to be these short-term goals. It was like, all right, 3 months. 3 months is realistically. I want to lower my cholesterol. Another 3 months. I want to be in the right mindset. 3 months from now, I want to, if I have let's just say a heart issue, I want to fix that. I want to get that in the right direction. If I'm diabetic, I want to lower that. And will my doctor help me?
It's A1C.
Then you know what? It's up to you to take it in your own hands and do your own research. I mean, it's like, I don't want to say we're on our own, but
the interesting thing with regard to diabetics is they don't tell you that you can't. Nutritionists won't tell you that there are foods that you can eat.
Yeah.
What they tell you is to look at the foods and how your body reacts to them. Like me, for instance, when I was a kid, you'd have swore to God that I was a freaking monkey because I would eat bananas like they were going out of style. Now, I'm on a continuous glucose monitor. If I take a couple of bites of banana, my blood sugar goes through the freaking roof. So
yeah,
I can't eat bananas. If my blood sugar is in the tank and I need to raise it quickly, take a couple of bites of bananas and it's good to go. Rice was something that is, as a Korean background, I've eaten every day of my life since pretty much I was able to eat solid food. And the rice doesn't affect me. It just depends on you and how your body reacts to things.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Something that's interesting, as a matter of fact, for antibiotics, I had taken penicillin-based antibiotics for over 50 years. When my eye got injured, and they said, "Hey, you need an antibiotic for this," it was amoxicillin they gave me. I had the worst allergic reaction that I've ever had to anything in my life, and my body changed. That's something that you have to be aware of is your own body, and a doctor can't tell you that.
They can't.
Or a nutritionist.
Wolverine, have a great time in Venice, Italy, that you're leaving today.
Oh, wow.
Bring us back some good stuff, man. You got at least some pictures we want to see. Send them to our email. That would be great. You'll love Venice. And where else are you going? I hope you're doing like a nice little tour. Because whenever I went, I always stopped in Rome. I went to Venice, and I've got the basis in Sicily, but we go to Venice, we go to Milan. But you're gonna love Venice. Go on the gondola. You'll love it. It's a lot of fun for depending with family or not. So enjoy, and keep us posted. You can still watch us from out there. I get some Italy people that are watching. So please.
The only recommendation is don't jump in the canal.
Exactly.
Because you will end up with 26 freaking shots in there. Trust me. I know that from firsthand Navy experience.
He's going to Greece too? Oh, God bless you, man. Wolverine, God bless you, brother. Going to Greece too.
Oh, that's great. Good for you. Have a great time, huh?
Good for you, brother.
Here's another. Is it real or is it myth? They always tell you, especially fighting the gout, at least 70 ounces of water a day. Do you agree with that? That washes you away, or is that really ridiculous that you be spending the time, actually, quote unquote, sorry to say, in the restroom?
I mean, again, like with this, it's like I can't it's different from everybody too. It's like I'll give you an example. Like for me, I have a gallon of water that I increment how much I can take each time, and for me it's acceptable with the gallon to sporadically and randomly take that every day until it's done. Every day till I go to sleep. So that for me is fine because if it flushes out everything that I need to flush out, and just my metabolism too. For another person too, they may need 2 gallons. They may need less. So people's like, oh, just take I don't know if it's 8 cups a day. Was that the typical?
Yeah, 8 glasses.
8 glasses a day or something like that.
8 glasses a day.
And then if that doesn't work, it's like, all right, what's next? So I'll just stick with the food pyramid like we did in elementary school. It's like, all right. So it has to work for you. So Joe, also, like, if you could just try it out too. It's like, try it out with 8 glasses. If that works for you, then fine. If you need 9, 10, or then 12, and that does work, then try it out. So if you want, I wouldn't depend on the doctor for 100% of my information. I would just use him for guidance, because again, if he's giving you pills to take, it's like, all right, what's the side effects? He won't tell you. So some things I would figure out on my own, do research on, and then try to compare it, because
I'm at a point where they don't want to give me pills.
That's good. Okay.
Yeah, no. That I'm actually the one. I feel that when I take the I think it's colchicine, I feel a lot better. I mean, I'm not worried that if I have a piece of cake, I'm not going to worry about it. This and that. But I don't want to be dependent on it. That's my main thing. Some tell me that is good for every day, and then there's another one. I think it starts with an A that they say is a better tool and safer tool to take aside from that. So
the thing that you have to remember about doctors is most of these guys have cookie cutter plans.
Oh yeah.
Or if you have an ailment, they'll go to their grid chart and say, well, you need to take A, B, C, D, E, and F to keep you healthy. They did that with me when I was first diagnosed with diabetes. They said, oh, we want you to take this high blood pressure medication. I asked why. I've never had high blood pressure in my life. Why do I need to take this medication? Well, your numbers aren't where we want a diabetic's numbers for. I said, thank you, kiss my ass. I'm not taking it. Oh, here's cholesterol medication we want you to take.
I hate when they push that on you and you don't have it high.
And I said, my LDLs and HDLs are in the right area. My triglycerides are bumped. I'm not taking cholesterol medicine for that because your cholesterol medicine, according to my research, doesn't affect this. So they went through, we want you to take an 81 milligram aspirin. I said, that's essentially a blood thinner. What the hell do I need that for? I don't have heart problems. No, not taking that. You have to know what they're recommended for you. Just don't take it at face value.
No,
I mean,
right.
my mom's diabetic, and they give her a freaking truckload. I mean, there is a tray full of pills. I'm like, does she really need to take all this stuff? And they're like, well, blah, 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 blah. I went in there and I was talking with their doctor. I says, you're a freaking quack, dude. I got the same condition as her. Why are you force feeding her this stuff? She's sitting there passing out because you've got blood pressure medicine that's driving her blood pressure down so far she's fainting.
Yep. No, you're right. No, it's like, and they got you so scared, Nick, that with the be careful with steak. You can only have 4 ounces. Be careful with this. Don't have pork. The pork chops you got to. You can't put any dressing on it. You can't do this. What do you want me to do? I don't even know anymore. So I mean I make my own diet. You get to the point where it's like you got to be kidding me. You can't eat anything.
Trust the food that you make. You know your body well better than any nutritionist or whatnot.
Right. Yeah.
You have traditional recipes that have come down through generations from your family. You haven't had any problems with them. Trust them.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And if in doubt, go to seafood.
Yeah, Mediterranean diet, baby.
Yeah, that's what I want to know. What is in that? Because the people were asking about that this morning. When you say that, what do you get? What do you mostly buy and enjoy?
Yeah. So with the Mediterranean diet, it's the oils are very important. That starts it off. That boosts everything. So extra virgin olive oil. Yes. Extra virgin olive oil lowers cholesterol, is good for your heart over time. Not right away, but over time if you keep taking it too.
You take a tablespoon?
I mean, I would do a tablespoon with your. Some people ingest it just like that, but it's better to just throughout the day if you're cooking the food, just put it in there because it's gonna, it's gonna commingle with all the food that you cook anyway. So it's all gonna add up. But aside, this is not part of the Mediterranean diet, but aside with other oils, sesame oil is really healthy for you. And then I would stay away from avocado oil. Because
I never did.
That's more trendy. It's more modern. People are like, oh, avocados, yay! And then it's like, all right, well, it's cold processed, meaning it's still processed, so you're not getting the benefits of actual, avocados, which are healthy for you, healthy fats, as they say, the good fats. But also stay away from any canola, corn oil, soybean oil, all that stuff.
Like Mazola.
Mazola, there you go. Yeah, typical corn oil. Corn they use for everything. So they use it for gas, for petroleum, for every little thing. So it's beneficial. So that's why it's never ingestible. That's why it always, whenever you have corn, it just goes in, goes out. So that's why it's always like, it's no nutritional value whatsoever. So you start with the oil. You start with the extra virgin olive oil. Then it's a fish-based diet. So again, like it is pricey. You have fish right now. It's very pricey right now. So salmon, let's just take, for example, it's about a 1 pound goes for, at supermarkets, $12 a pound. It's very pricey. So you can't have it every day.
No, you can't.
No, you can't. It's very pricey, but it's very beneficial for you. It'll clean you out. Omega-3s, just same thing as fish oil. Fish oil in the capsules or pills and stuff like that. But actual salmon itself, cooking with olive oil, with some vegetables like asparagus or broccoli. Broccoli and asparagus, yeah, sure, it's beneficial for you. And then also, your pee will smell. That's fine. That's the worst of it. But the end result is it's gonna clean you out. It's high in testosterone, and also it's high in fiber too, where you'll go to the bathroom more. So it is a fish-based diet with vegetables as well. So there's no alternative. So this is why it's hard. People are not on it. It's because they can't afford to buy fish every day. Not unless you
want to. What I was just going to say. How do you?
Even Costco, BJ, Sam's Club, and stuff like that. It's like the cheaper alternative is to buy, frozen. They call it IQF salmon, or like any type of fish. It's like it's already portioned, fresh frozen fish. But when you defrost them, they taste different because they're waterlogged. When they're waterlogged and you defrost them, they don't have the same taste as fresh fish and the nutritional value. So you're losing both. So it's like, what do you do? And then now this is where it's like, all right, I should do my research and go my own path to the cheaper alternative. And should I go to supermarkets, to maybe get red meat? That'll be good for me with iron, but it's not good for cholesterol. Should I do chicken, which is high in protein, but also bad with cholesterol? It's all, this is like choose your own adventure. And it's like, I can't choose it for you. It's all based on what, like Ken said too, it's like what you got to trust yourself. You got to trust what you can do. A doctor is only good for guidance nowadays. That's it. But for yourself, you gotta invest that 100% trust in yourself, what works and what not. So.
But now with the fish, though, again, supposedly I would be limited because the lobster's tough. I love lobster, but it's tough. Shrimps, even no matter which way you make it, they say if that brings out the gout. So there's salmon. Stuff like that, maybe tilapia. I'm not sure. So I think your shellfish is what affects your gout. The straight fish itself does not. Right. I can't eat. Another way, it's not that I can't eat it. I'm risking. So I would love to have a lobster. I would love to have lobster tails. We grew up. We loved it.
If you can afford to eat lobster tail every day, you're living right.
I used to love it. But I can't eat. If I do it now, if I don't have that little pill, which is 0.6 milligrams, which is almost nothing, but I don't want to be dependent on it, guys. Yeah. I don't want that. I've never been dependent on that. So that's the thing. Now, what do you guys think of feta? Like, what do you call that? Chia seeds? Are they as healthy? Yeah. Are they as healthy as they say that it is?
It depends on your medical condition. If you have diverticulitis, that is the exact opposite.
I don't have that, thank God. Mine is only the gout. I only worry about the gout, thank God. That's all I really worry about.
I'm very surprised they came out with chia to eat, because I remember the chia plant. I used to put them on a pot that used to grow. So
chia.
Yeah. So I guess they found something to market. But chia. Chia, like it is high in fiber. You can't cook it. So the way because I made chia puddings, I made chia desserts. But the way to make chia is you have to let it sit in water. It's very bland. It's very bland. So if you want to have a healthy type of chia dish, it's you can use maybe orange juice, like I'm going to say organic, but like any orange juice or any low calorie based juice to put in the chia so it can just puff up. If you want an alternative to sugar, for me, there's stevia sugar.
Yeah,
That's
that I take.
Plant-based sugar.
When I want.
So it's you could also put lemon juice, stevia sugar in there, and it's a natural dessert just like that. It's good for high fiber. It's definitely good for high fiber, but overall, you don't want to make it part of your diet because you're gonna see like a block or a wall where it's not gonna influence you anymore. So you're gonna have to change it up. So that's just
Well, honestly, Joe, you're limited to the facilities around you. For instance, for me, if I want fish, we have docks that they bring in fresh fish right there. So I'm pulling it from the docks. We've got butchers, and it's not frozen, it's not processed. I'm getting the meat pulled right there. We have open air markets, farmers markets, several of them in my area, and it's fresh produce.
That's awesome.
I don't walk into a store to buy a freaking can of anything. There are no cans in my house unless it's Vienna sausages for my grandson. Past that, nothing. If we make spaghetti and meat sauce, it's all from scratch, including the pasta. Like I said, in my house, we make the time to cook. And honestly, it might have been because we really couldn't afford to go out and eat dinner with 4 boys and myself and my wife. So a family of 6 on low military salary couldn't afford to do that. So they're not going to get deprived of good food. So we sat down there and just started cooking. And the problem that we've run into later in life now for me is I was used to cooking for 6, plus I always had friends over. So I was used to cooking 6, 8, 10 people meals. Well, now it's my wife and myself. So trying to cut down from such a large volume to being able to have something with us where we're not eating the same shit for a week is tough.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they're mentioning in the chat like things that I always make: sweet potatoes.
Yeah.
And I do in my salads. Sometimes I put vinegar. I don't put white. I put the red.
Apple cider.
Red
That's
wine,
apple cider
apple cider.
It's a healthy.
So I'm just trying to gauge. That you get so tired of this, chicken and. Mine the breast of the chicken, and the sauce is okay as long as it's like in a puree state. If it's but if you put all that stuff in there, like they call the Sunday sauce, that's when I could get into a problem because you're putting the sausage meat in there, you're putting brajol in there, you're putting all this stuff in there, and that's something I never liked in the first place. I'm the type that if I have pasta with the sauce, I want to taste my sauce. I don't want to taste meat in my sauce. So that that's what we like. I love meatballs. I mean, I die for meatballs. I don't like them in my pasta. That's just me. We do that. If you do that in Italy, they're going to say
picky.
What?
Picky. No meatballs in my sauce. What are they going to do with you if you go to Sicily? They're going to beat you about the head and shoulders with a broomstick.
You're darn right. Well, you can't compare Sicily because they eat all day. Everything is.
I've been there. Been there in the Navy a lot. Trust me, I know.
So a lot of the foods too, which is very important too, is so you need to you have probiotic in them too. So such as I saw vinegars in the comments too. So one of the best probiotic snacks to have is Greek yogurt, non-fat Greek yogurt, apple cider vinegar, and honey. Honey.
I can't have for the gout.
You can't have for the gout. Okay. But just putting that as a probiotic healthy snack. You don't want to get like a basic, store bought honey. You want to have like a little substance in there, but you'll definitely feel a difference the next day with sort of like the bloating and stuff like that. Well, for me, it helped, but in regards to the gout, Joe, yeah, it's this is something you may have to research and think, because it's like, again, if you want to.
I got books like I can't tell you.
Okay.
I have the modern books. I have the older books. I have the medium books. I got, but it explains. Some say, "Oh, you can drink orange juice." No, you can't. Yes, you can.
Here's a piece of advice for you: just because you see it on YouTube doesn't make it true.
That's what I said with Instagram. I know. Yeah, it's
all right. I'm gonna do a quick baseball update for you.
Beautiful. Little break.
In the top of the 8th, the Red Sox lead the Orioles 3-2. In the bottom of the 3rd, the Diamondbacks are beating the Brewers 6-2. In the bottom of the 4th, the Astros lead the Rockies 3-2. And in the bottom of the 3rd, the Pirates lead the Cardinals 1-0. So we need to get those O's off their ass, get up there and do some damage to those Red Sox, because they screwed up last night when they should have won that game in the ninth.
Yeah, you called that game for us, so it's ridiculous. I mean, the Red Sox are winning like they used to win, years ago in like 2004, 2000. I don't know. Is it starting to be that they're the magical team this year?
No, the pitcher that came in hadn't given up a home run in a year and a half. All of a sudden, this guy takes a half swing and the ball flies out of the park. Come on, give me a break.
It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. I mean,
honestly, the Red Sox looked bad last night.
Yeah.
I could not believe that they actually came back in that game.
Yeah. I mean, obviously the lineups, it's going to be it's still a little too early for the lineup, but what do you guys see in today's lineup? What would you like? And do you see, I know what we want and we don't want, but in thinking about it, do you see Volpe in today's lineup?
Is it posted or no?
Not yet. I'm looking. I've been looking now.
No, he better not be in there. No, he better not be in there.
Well, that's what we think, but I don't know.
I know. Speaking from common sense, yeah, he better not be in there. I like I said in the stream in the morning, he needs to get sent down. That's it.
Sean Browning of the show of NY Yankee Mania saying DH Stanton and sit Judge.
Judge had a good game last night.
Yeah, is he breaking out of it?
I know why Judge had a good. You know why Judge had a good game last night?
Why?
He was pissed because he got nailed with the 96-mile-an-hour fastball in the shoulder in his first at-bat. All of a sudden, you seen a little bit of fire and anger in there, and he started popping off.
So is that all we need? I'll pop him all the time. No,
yeah, you got to hit him all the time.
No, but I mean, really. I know Nick is going for 4 to sweep.
I'm right so far. I don't know. Let's see it.
You're right so far.
Almost there.
I've already said we're going 7-0.
Oh, Ken's with me. I love it.
That's incredible. That's really incredible.
Yeah.
There's absolutely no reason that we don't go 7-0 on these guys.
That's what I said.
The two biggest pain in the butts in the White Sox lineup to the Yankees are Andrew Benintendi and Luis Robert. They're both on the IL. They're not on the roster right now.
And Vaughn was another thorn on our side also, but I don't think he's on the team anymore.
I think he got traded.
He got traded, yeah.
Who was that?
So the 3 biggest pains in the butts on their team aren't there anymore for the Yankees.
Right.
They got a whole crop of young pitchers, and the kid pitching tonight, Davis Martin.
Yeah.
You look at his squib chart, he's got 6 pitches in his pocket, but he's throwing 3 of them. He's throwing a 4-seamer, a cutter, both fastball bases, and a changeup. And the speed is like 93 miles an hour for the 4-seamer, and his changeup is 90. So there's a 3-mile-an-hour differential. That's nothing. Yankee hitters can hit that and track it. The guy is only averaging 5 innings a game, and he's not striking out anybody. I think we should tee off on that guy tonight.
Absolutely.
yeah, the another guy that could be a pain in the you know what, the tush is Mike Talkman. He's
Yeah,
another one.
that's what I was
He's
saying.
another
Evan,
one.
what's up, Evan? How you doing? Evan's in the chat. Yeah, he just made that comment. I was looking at. Oh, I forgot about him. He's on the White Sox. That's right.
Talkman's issue, the same thing it's been when he was with the Yankees, when he was at the Diamondbacks and whatnot, is he has to get on base. The dude does not get on base. If he's on base, he's a nightmare.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like, yeah. Quick update: the Red Sox and the Orioles. It's 3-2, bottom 8, 2 outs, runner on first. The Diamondbacks still 6-4 on the Brewers. Pirates and Cardinals are 1-1. The Astros are leading 3-2 on the Rockies.
So Benintendi's off the IL.
Oh wait, I thought he was. Wait, he played last night. Maybe I missed that. Okay.
Who's that now? You're talking? I didn't hear you.
Benintendi.
Oh, I don't know. He didn't play last night. He's not in there.
Dennis, go break his legs. He needs to go back in the IL.
Benintendi's on the roster though. I just saw that.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I could have sworn you. I didn't see. You know, I didn't see that. Oh wow! Former New York Yankee World Series winner Mark Teixeira announces today he's running for in Congress in Texas.
Wow!
Look at Mark Teixeira go.
That's
the
all.
problem is, he looks young. You don't want him to age. Don't age, my friend.
Hopefully, he takes Jasmine Crockett's spot.
Yeah. Oh God. Oh
I can't see more her twerking videos or videos, whatever the hell they call them.
You believe all these the assumptions now about Hulk Hogan? I mean, can the guy just like rest in peace and stop with this already? Was it this? Was it that? Malpractice? Possibly his wife and his son are involved. I mean, come on already, enough. I know they're in the public eye, but could the man just rest in peace? He passed away. Leave it alone now. Leave the daughter alone.
I think they should just let it go. Yeah, like there's no reason for this. This is just drama right now. This is something, if they have something, just keep it behind closed doors. It's like there's no reason to.
Yeah, at this point, there's no reason for this. I mean, it's just enough already. But I don't, whatever. But let me ask you, the stream tonight for the post game. Nick, are you available? I think you said you were iffy.
No, I'm good. Yeah, I'm good with the post game.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what happened again? There he goes. They just said, "Oh,
drop me down for a sec. My sister's on the phone about my mom."
No problem.
One question, Joe. What time's pregame? Pregame.
Post game. You got to figure. Let's say the Yankees are starting 7:40, so 8:40, 9:40.
Okay.
You got to figure 10:30 at least. Okay. I'm going to put the link out for 10:30. Yeah. And then we'll see if we're like in the 9th inning. We'll come on.
Okay, perfect.
If it's like the 7th inning, you can't do a post game in the 7th inning. And if Ken from The Ugly Truth is doing the game, it's not really fair that we come on and, I mean, it could be pot luck that all of a sudden the game gets tied and then we're on. That's one thing. But if the game's not tied or whatever, and we're doing it, so I want to be very fair with, Ken's doing, the play. I mean, the 9th inning is not a big deal. One way or the other, if a team's winning by 8 runs, it really won't matter.
Yeah.
So by the time we come on, by the time we talk about, subscribe and all of this and what's coming on tomorrow. By the way, Saturday we are doing a live play-by-play. The Blue Jays and the Milwaukee Brewers. By the way, it's going to be with Evan at 3:05. So if you want to come in to commentate or do a little something, you're more than welcome.
Yeah, are you doing play-by-play tonight with who's that again? The Red Sox?
No. There's no play-by-play tonight.
Oh, sorry, I got a little confused. Okay.
No. You're right. I had put it out there, but Charles is saying something here. Ken Rosenthal says that firing Boone could be in play if he was on foul territory. Okay.
You know, dude, Charles,
I
man.
thought you had some really good news here.
I was about to say that, but Joel Sherman, you know, I'm respecting him a lot more and more. He's been coming out with just against the Yankees too. Like I know we talked about it the other day. Joel Sherman, there needs to be a lot of reporters like him. Definitely.
Dennis has a question for you, Nick.
Dennis, my guy, what's up, bud?
What do you think of Salt? What's that, Bay?
Salt Bay. Oh, Lord. I think his 15 minutes of fame, I'm glad it's over. Joe, just Google it. It's fine. I can't explain it right now. But it's just, first of all, putting salt on your elbows and then it going to the food. Are you still going to eat it for $1,000 a plate? Are you? You tell me. I wouldn't. Does he wash his elbows? I don't think so. I'm glad his time is over. Such a gimmick. Joe, again, this will be like an hour conversation. Just Google it and we'll talk about it another time. But Dennis, again, don't believe the hype, man. Don't believe the hype.
That's funny. Evan says, I got to ask Nick some questions about Hell's Kitchen.
You know, Evan, you could have asked me this before. How come? No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, really?
Come on, man. I was on the stream with you. No. What do you got,
That's funny, guys. And again, guys, thanks for everybody coming on the stream, expecting Sean Chacon, but unfortunately wasn't feeling well. But he already texted us and he already said, when we're available middle of the week next week. So he is going to come back to us. We do have a great show for Sunday morning with Kyle Farnsworth. It was actually the first guy that they were clocking here in New York with the Yankees that he was hitting 100 miles an hour, and everybody was going, ooh, my God. Now it's an afterthought. But then, 8 years ago, it was like, wow, I can't believe he's throwing 101, 102 miles an hour. So he's had some tough. Actually, right now, he looks like a WWE wrestler. He's so bulked up.
He is, yeah.
Him and Alfonso Soriano should team up. That would be the National of Devastation. They'll go crazy. They'll actually go nuts. They're really built, really, really built. So I don't know. It's here nor there, but look, 1, 2, 3. We just have to. We just have to take, like I've been saying from last week, inning by inning. Absolutely. And so far it's going very well. Evan says, I'm running for Congress.
I'll vote for you.
I thought you were an accountant. You want to keep people out. I'm just kidding. Evan, you're saving your voice because of your play-by-play in a couple of days. So we're going to be looking forward to that. We will be adding a few more live streams, guys. Just hang in there, and we'll go over everything. So, Nick, this was very informative. We got to revisit this again. Anytime you want to do it. The next time is you're gonna. I think some dishes you'll teach us.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, we're working towards that.
Make the best made. But I do have a question for you.
Sure.
So. A friend of mine showed me this at work. I happen to think it's fantastic and save money, but I'd like to hear your thought about this.
Of course.
So there was one day that, late for work or whatever. Well, my friend turned around to me and he says, Joe, you want to save money? You want to have a great sandwich? No problem. He says, go get how many eggs you want. You want 2 eggs? Beat it up. I said, okay. So I beat it up. He goes, you want anything in there? You want to put pepper, you want to put peppers, you want to put American cheese, whatever you want. So I put a few things in there, and he said, okay, so mix it up and everything. He says, get like a nice bowl that, you can cook in, like a microwave bowl or something. I said, okay. So I mixed it up. I threw it in there. First, I put it something like a Pam on the bottom so it won't stick. So I put it all in there, and he takes it out of my hands. He puts it in the microwave for 1 minute and 30, and you get a fantastic omelet
Okay.
without all the oil and everything. Are you an advocate of that?
I'm not an advocate of the microwave. No, I don't trust microwaves. But I am an advocate of the way the cooking process, has to be changed. You could easily do it on a
Air
on
fryer?
the air fryer is good. Air fryer is good. I always use like a wok. So right now, people are not using like stainless steel or nonstick pans anymore. Everyone is going towards like the woks, like the Chinese restaurants are doing, because it's an all-purpose thing. So it's oblong and it's wide, but also it holds like a lot of surface area too. I do all my omelets in that. I do all my sauteing in that. Yeah, just if you're sauteing something, invest in a wok, because you're going to be like, oh, this is so easy. It's so convenient. Again, microwaves, they're phasing out. I wouldn't go towards that. It's a 50s, 60s thing. But this is the way to go. If you want to do like actual, let's just say, stir frying, even omelets too, regardless of what it is, I would go. Sean Browning, Foreman grills. I know it was a great invention, but they're dying out too. You want to cut the fat. There's a lot more ways to cut the fat than the Foreman grill when you're grilling on an angle. I know it's just it's adapt or die. That's it. But yeah, air fryers are good. Air fryers are good. I respect that. And it also, like, what was the other thing too? Oh man, not the crock pot. Oh, there was another type of name for that. You set it.
I think I know what you're talking about. I can't think of the name either.
You set it and you forget it.
Yeah.
Ron Popeil. Did he come out with? I forgot. He was a legendary entrepreneur.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, I forgot what it was. But anyway, yeah, I would again, stick with something natural and more, healthier too. So if you want to saute, woks, and they're not pricey at all. So yeah.
Yeah, that's another good thing.
Pressure cooker. Yes, thank you.
Oh man. So I'm just getting a note from Ken. He has a few issues to do personally. And he is talking to his sister. I will let I can talk about it, but I can tell you that more than likely he's not going to come back to the stream.
No,
we just have some prayers out there, please. It's not my place to say what's going on, but I can tell you it's very, very important. And just say some prayers for a family. I really would appreciate that for Ken.
I feel bad. I shouldn't. I wasn't. I was laughing. I wasn't laughing at that, Dennis. I was laughing at Dennis's comment. I'm sorry. That was a wrong.
No, not at all. But no, and it does. And we've been on for an hour and a half. So some final thoughts, and then we'll kick this all back for a Yankee post game.
Yeah, all right. So again, sticking with food. The main thing is to his own. Like if get in every food with vitamins, with just anything that's beneficial for your health, use your doctor as a guide. If you don't agree with, he's giving me these pills to make me feel better, ask for the side effects. Ask for that, because it's like, all right, if there's side effects, then you're going to have to take pills for that. And then for those pills for the side effects, then you're going to have to take additional pills to, build you up from those side effects. So it doesn't make sense. It's only going to make you worse. Different time, different era. So again, trust your judgment. Again, this has to do with a lot of money too, what people can afford. Like I can't afford organic food every day. That's going to be like $1,000 a week. You can't trust it, and you can't trust it. How do you know? How do you know if you're getting the amount of money for for the food that you're getting? And then what, you just by them displaying the advertisement. You don't know. How do you know you trust them? Like I said, the FDA, you need a certain amount of feces to be in the food to, to make it right. No, well, that's not good. So there's a lot of things that are going on here. So again, use your nutritionist, use your doctor as a guide, but also trust your own body, trust what you can take. I'm not saying like test it out where it's like, all right, eat processed food and see how you feel. No, going like towards a healthy route where it's like, all right, if you're eating a piece of chicken and vegetables and it makes you feel good, not bloated, stick with that, but you can change it up too. Superfoods, like I've seen in the chat too, sweet potatoes, very beneficial for you. I can't eat them.
How about beets?
Beets are good. Beets are high in sugar, though. That's the thing.
That's the only thing.
High in sugar. Very, very high in fiber, but very high in sugar. So for me, I can't have it. For you guys in the chat, if it's beneficial for you and you feel great afterwards, do it. Do it. It all depends. Avocados. People say no, that's high in fat. No, it's good in fat. It's good in fat where it's like it's high in fiber, so it attacks like the bad fat too. That's why they call it the good fat. So when you do a workout after you eat, and after, I want to say like after you eat, like I would say wait like maybe 2 hours, but you do feel a difference. You do feel a difference. You feel lighter. You feel like you can go more and stuff like that. So with working out too, that's, I guess, I don't know if we're going to have time for that today, but like next time I can tell you about my training regimens with working out. It's the most natural way to release endorphins, where it will carry you to the next task. So that's and that too, I believe that you can't follow YouTube and see all these shorts and streams and channels, and Instagram too. Don't believe in the hype, because if you try it out, it's all a show for them. They just want content. They just want money. So I would with that too, I would explore what's good for you. If let's just say if you do 20 to 50 push-ups every day and like you feel a change, go for it. If you do 100 sit-ups a day, go for it. I just can't tell you what I do yet, because it's everything that I do might not be beneficial for you. Yeah. So that would be another topic of conversation.
Yeah. Well, we're definitely going to have further shows with this. It's very interesting. And I know everybody in the chat, like I said, they weren't, there probably would definitely be more, but they, we're thinking Sean Chacon was coming on.
Yeah, me too.
Next time, I think, this was good. There were a lot of people watching. And I thank you all. And don't forget, as you're ready to leave the stream and get ready for Ken, the Ugly Truths call of the Yankee game a little bit later on at around 7:35, then come back to us and we'll have the post game for tonight. And then we'll tell you a little bit about what's going on for the weekend and some play-by-play. So, so thank you so much for your input and everything you talked about. And we are going to have future shows about this.
Absolutely.
Do you have any questions about Chef Nick? Anything at all? You can always reach us. You know the email. I don't have to tell you anymore, guys. You know it. By now, you know it. Send us, and so you can send questions anytime you want. We will get to it, and I can forward it to Chef Nick also.
Absolutely.
And, without a doubt, 100%. So,
Joe, can I just say one more thing? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So guys in the chat too, I know I talk, obviously, like I talked about food. We talked somewhat about the Yankees. We talked about nutrition. Just want to point out too, I'm a big advocate. A big for, oh, Jesus Christ, big advocate. Oh my God. Anyway, I'm a true believer. I'm a true believer of mental health. And this is very important to me, in my heart too. Someone that's like myself that has high anxiety. A lot of people that I know feel the same thing too. Food is a benefit for that as well. Workout is a benefit for that, but also talking, dialogue, whether it's writing things down or even talking, is a beneficial aspect of that too.
Yes, it is.
So I just want to let everyone know I'm extending my heart out and my hand out to anyone that's going through that, or friends or family that's going through that. I will always be a listener for that too. So no one's ever alone. So if you guys ever have any questions with that too, I'm going through it, trying to get through it. So by all means, don't be afraid, don't be shy, don't be embarrassed, because everyone has something going on. So I want to point that out. Yeah.
No, I'm glad. Thank you. Yeah, and we will have a lot more. We will have a lot more with this, especially when there's days off or whatever. And if you have any questions at all, it's right here in front of you guys. So by all means, do that. And the only other thing that we ask you is subscribe.
Yes,
Press the like button if you like the program today. And we will see you after the Yankees win tonight. Oh,
I'll be here, baby.
So let's go Yankees.
We'll
Let's go Ken with a wonderful stream. Let's hope everything's okay with the family. Ken, we love you, and we're gonna pray for everything that's going on. So good luck, and everybody have a great Thursday afternoon. Enjoy the game, enjoy the stream, and we will see you with post game Yankees. Yankees win. The Yankees win. Take care, everybody. Thanks for being here with us. Have a great day.
Rock on, baby.